So let's have a look at the upcoming week and where the planets are taking us. We're starting the week with a very intense energy. We've got a new moon in Virgo, which is very close to Mars making a square with Neptune. That gives us a little bit of the energy of confusion. We might feel like there might be like we have a purpose to fulfill, but at the same time there are some people or some actions or something that we started a while ago that is no longer serving us. Look at the things that you've started back in April this year, when we've had a conjunction between Mars and Neptune. When we've had that was the moment when we probably could have signed up for something, we started something, we came up with an idea that was supposed to be like a vision, like a purpose that we were working towards, but that no longer serves us, and we have to change that. We have to adjust that. So we might notice that there are certain things that we have to let go as a result of that and move on afresh, start afresh with the new moon energy. So there might be an energy that we want to basically reanalyze certain partnerships, certain agreements, especially financial agreements that we've signed up during that period, that we no longer want to have. And now we have to start changing them or letting go of them or releasing them because they haven't fulfilled their purpose. And that hasn't worked the way that we wanted them to work. So there might be a little bit of feeling lost, a little bit like losing your direction in a way. So we have to make something work better for us. And when I say for us, this is a very good time to actually put things in order, to actually clean, like start with a clean slate, especially with the new moon in Virgo. Virgo likes things fresh. Virgo likes things new. Virgo likes things that have order in them, that are in a way that is actually, that has a certain schematics to it. So we might, that basically brings a certain routine. Maybe a routine was broken, maybe something didn't work, maybe you need to go back to a certain routine. Maybe it's all about, maybe you might feel that you need to be a lot more assertive because whatever you've been doing, however you've been acting, remember Mars is in Gemini, how you've been speaking no longer serves you, and somebody has abused that energy. So we might be starting new projects quite slow because we do have an opposition with Saturn coming along at the end of this week. So there might be some sort of challenges that we will be facing with those new projects. We might feel like we have to fix something, like we feel guilty about something, but at the same time let go of the guilt and move on with whatever is serving you better. Maybe it's time that maybe you realize that you don't want to take responsibility for something that you've done before. Maybe you don't want to take responsibility for other things. Maybe you just want to, maybe you feel a little bit disorganized and you have to put some sort of organization into whatever you've been doing at the moment. From Wednesday onwards, we've got that's the full, but that's the new moon. With the new moon, the good thing is it's like planting a seed. So whatever we start, we will see the results. With the new moon, the first results can be seen within 6 months. But this new moon will be activated by an eclipse in March in 2026. But I will record a specific video for that again. So we might notice that we are starting something, but this will take a while to actually progress, and it will grow into something big. It will grow into something bigger. So whatever we do, it will get there. On Wednesday, Mars is moving into the sign of Cancer. Mars in Cancer is in its detriment. Why? Because it's obviously the strongest in Capricorn, where it actually gets things done. In Aries, well, Mars in Cancer doesn't really get much done. It's very emotional. We might notice that we are quite emotional, but at the same time, we can get a little bit protective. So we will be reducing weaknesses. We will be working with our weaknesses. We might be working with whoever is in our tribe. Remember, Mars in Cancer is all about family, but not only the family that not only the family in a literal state, but also the family that you've created. Maybe a family of friends, maybe a family of people that are surrounding you. Maybe you will be with a Mars, it's a cut. Maybe you are cutting out somebody. Maybe you are finishing an agreement with a family member. But the good thing is, we will be learning how to be protective, how to be close with our family, how to work on our family. We will concentrate more and more of our actions will be towards home, family, mother, responsibilities, maternity, houses, properties. So this is all about fighting with your family karma. This is all about fixing the problems with your mother, or the energy of your mother. It might be women might need to look at their mental state, mental health, and physical health. It's all about the emotions, about what sort of emotions you're dealing with. Maybe you're fighting with something, and anything to do with maternity, parental responsibilities as well. So this can be quite a challenging period. Mars will stay here till the 3rd of November. The further we go into the week, we've got Mercury making a square with Uranus. So this is the week, this is the 3rd square. We've had one before Mercury retrograde, and now we've had one during Mercury retrograde, and now we're having another one. The good thing is it's still a square, so there's still going to be a challenge, delays. Watch out for accidents, watch out for issues with communication, with getting things done, with being miscommunicated during this week, because there are certain things that we will miss out on, we will not notice, we will not be able to see, to act upon. There might be some delays during this week. We might have to adjust to a certain situation and deal with problems that we haven't thought about, and we will have to look at them yet again. So there might be some difficult information and spendings during this week. So the change of plans, obvious, yes. We will have to readjust to a new situation. There might be some political changes on the financial level. We might have some issues with children, with youth, with anything that is quite fixed in our life. So whatever we thought was stable, that we've had already in order, that will be shaken up a little bit. Remember, I still prefer a square to an opposition. Why? Because with a square, you still got a way of working with that energy. There is a way of readjust, change, and still get what you want. So you might meet someone, you might change the plans. Nevertheless, it can still come out as a good thing. Remember that. On Sunday, the Sun is making an opposition with Saturn. We've got Pallas Athena moving into Sagittarius, so that's going to bring us a little bit of an energy of being more into learning, being more into expansion, starting things and so on. But the Sun making an opposition with Saturn is a heavy energy. The Sun is in Virgo, and Saturn is in Pisces. This is going to happen at 16 degrees. It's still within a close degree to a new moon. So whatever we start will require plenty of self-discipline. We might be forced to work under pressure. We might feel like we have to be quite serious about our goals. It will require us a lot more work to get things done. On the same time, we will feel that we were a little bit restricted by somebody else. With Saturn, there might be an authority figure. Somebody might stop us from doing something. There might be some misunderstanding or lack of support from somebody. Be cautious about frustrations that will be coming at the end of this week, because it can actually cause a havoc. The further we go into that day, we will be affected by Moon making a sextile with Sun, so that will give us a little bit of a stronger energy, and it's all going to be about depth of certain communication. Maybe something will be said, something we might feel quite alone at the end of this week. So it's not necessarily a good time to work on a lot of things. It's a good time to sit down and start making a plan ahead. With the new moon, it's a very good time to plant the seed and think about things that you want to do.